If I'm feeling drained in a relationship, is it a sign of a bad one?
Well, there's not a lot of context there, so it's like, why is it you're feeling drained? The other thing you got to consider as a man, one of the things we always have is we have the desire to be free. And if you're applying what's in my book and your game is pretty tight, your girl's gonna be in love with you. She's gonna be stuck to you like a sucker fish. She's gonna want your attention all the fucking time. And as a man, sometimes you're gonna feel smothered. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you just want to get away, especially if you're living together or whatever. And so it's important to have your own friends and your own life and other social activities and things of that nature. And it's as a man, if you're trying to do something, or you just, because we like to work through our problems and think about it, go sit in our office or the tool shed or clean out the garage or mow the lawn or go for a bike ride or go hang out with the guys and have a few beers or whatever. And if your girl's kind of getting annoying like that, you got to say, babe, I love you, but like right now, I need some time alone. I got a lot on my mind, and I just, I need some time alone in my man cave, and I would love it if just give me a couple hours, and then we can go to dinner later, or we can, do something fun tonight. But I need a couple hours just to kind of unplug, listen to some music, think. And oftentimes women will be like, "Well, tell me what's going on. Tell me about your feelings. Tell me how you're feeling and what's going on, so I can help." And you got to say, this is not something I need help with. It's, you got to understand how us guys are. We solve our problems by being alone in our man cave and contemplating all the options and possibilities. And then once we arrive at a solution, then we come out of the man cave and then we implement it. Whereas you guys tend to like talk about it and talk about your feelings and share, and then the girls share back and that kind of thing. So we're different. So I'm not going to talk about my feelings, those things, because that's not how we operate. That's not our process. And so, sometimes I just need a couple hours or a day or so in my man cave. It has nothing to do with you. It's just that this is what I need. And, if you're to like to hang around and try to force me to talk about my feelings or whatever, I'm going to get kind of irritated and feel smothered. And it's going to kind of piss me off, because sometimes it's like I just need time alone to contemplate or figure out, why the car is, the engine is missing, or why that when I drive at 60 miles an hour, there's a shake in the car and I don't know where the hell it's coming from. And I need to do some research, and I just, want to put some music on, or I got this business thing going on I'm trying to figure out, or I'm thinking about this client. And so I'd appreciate you just let me have that, babe. And by the way, you look cute in them jeans. I'm going to take them off later, and I'm going to do naughty things to you. So maybe you can start making us some dinner. And I'll be out in a few hours when I'm ready. And then kiss her and pinch her in the ass and spank her butt and say, get out of my office.
Yeah, I feel like you guys hold in like all your emotions for the most part and don't talk about anything
We're
that's
not
going on
chicks. That's
going on,
why.
going wrong. But it's like sometimes like if Jack's like upset or he's stressed about something, I can like feel his like the way he is, he just gets like kind of aggravated very easily
Yeah.
or so it's just like,
But it has
"Hey,
nothing
what's
to
going?"
do with you.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
keep, he's not a
Prodding.
chick. Because if a girl would want to talk about her feelings and open up, and that's how you guys, that's your process for resolving it. But us, we internalize it, we think about it, we run through all these different, scenarios in our head, and then eventually we arrive at a solution, or we have peace about what we should or we shouldn't do,
Yeah.
and then we implement it. Because if you keep trying to butt in on him, oh, talk about your feelings, he's gonna get fucking irritated.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
they're gonna
he's
get pissed off.
Yeah.
yeah, and when a girl's annoying you like that, the last thing you're thinking about is doing naughty things to her. You just want her to get the fuck out of your face.
You're like, stay away from me. I'm trying. You
Yeah,
push them away.
and so if you keep, oh, but you got to talk about your feelings. It's like you got to open up, and we're not like that. That's not how men are built. And trying to get men built that are not built that way to act that way because you saw it on TV, or feminism tells women that they got to get their men to talk about their feelings. It's like, you're not there to be our therapist. You're
And
there
yeah,
to be our lover, our joy, our escape from life, and to bring peace into our life, and not to kind of be a Karen, or to try to control us or try to treat us or get mad that we don't want to share. It's just, that's our process as dudes. When we say we need time alone in the man cave, you got to respect that. That's like a king saying, I got to go sit with the rest of the knights from the round table, and we got to discuss strategy and what we're going to do, and how we're going to think about things. And when we're ready, we'll come out and we'll let everybody know what we've decided. And so you just got to respect a man's process. And so what you could ask Jack is like, you just want time alone in your man cave? Want me to leave you alone, go for a walk or something so you can work through whatever you got? And he probably would appreciate that, because it's really going to piss him off if you keep trying to dig and go, why don't you talk to me? You're in a bad mood. I can feel your anger.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, it's like most women, they're like, oh, did I do something wrong? Is it me? They're like, no, just stop. So.
Yeah, you guys want to talk and bond and connect and share, and we want to internalize it and contemplate on it. We're not built that way. And it's irritating as fuck. And probably there's some of that going on. And what that guy needs to do is he needs to take time away in his man cave, or go see his mom, or go hang out with his best friends and have some beers. Because the last thing that you want to do is sit there and turn her into your mommy or your therapist and share all of your problems and all your fears and all your doubts. Because if she knows all the shit that's going on in your mind and that you're worried about, then she's going to take all that stuff internally. And if you're afraid, she's going to be afraid. And if she doesn't feel safe, the legs are going to close. So it's not going to help you. If you need somebody to confide in, go talk to your best guy friends. Don't turn your wife or your girlfriend into your mommy or your therapist, because even though she says that's what she wants, if you give it to her, she's going to lose attraction for you, and she's not going to feel safe, especially if you're going through something I'm worried about I'm going to lose my business or something like that. That's just not the kind of stress that you need to be dumping on your girl. That's something you keep to yourself, your business partners, your therapist, your psychologist, your best friends, your guy friends. You don't dump that shit on your woman, because they're not, you guys aren't meant to handle it, or built to handle it, I should say.